Thank you, Sri Lanka Foundation, for this recognition. Dr. Walter Jayasinghe and his foundation have made a tremendous impact on Sri Lankans, expatriates around the world for many years. A Lifetime Achievement Award is not something that is for a single individual, a man or a woman. It is the culmination of many people who have worked with me over the last 40 plus years. Over 100 graduate students, 40 plus postdoctoral fellows, and also many clinical collaborators, cardiologists and cardiac surgeons around the world. They have clearly helped impact the work that I've done and had an important contribution to the world. Also, a Lifetime Achievement Award cannot be received without the ongoing support of family and friends over the years, because the number of hours one spends making one's career successful means that you need the support and love of your family. And today, in the audience is my wife Tripti, daughter Anila, son Anant Adi. Also, I'm fortunate to have my sister Renuka from San Diego. Also, coming from Atlanta with me, a friend from over 30 years, Jehan and Nimi Wanagatunga. So family and friends are essential to one's success in the world. So let me just give you a brief sketch of how I ended up here. 49 years ago, September of 1973, I landed in Los Angeles and went and stayed overnight in a hotel somewhere downtown. I have no idea. The only thing I remember is I turned on the TV due to jet lag, and I saw there were 50 channels of TV, which was mind-boggling. I was on my way next morning to Caltech, as I'm proud to say, the first Sri Lankan to go there to do graduate work. But I came to Caltech not to work in biomedical engineering or in areas related to blood flow. I actually came to study air pollution. So you might ask, how in the world did you end up where you are? And I used the famous story from Winnie the Pooh, who says, sometimes we keep looking for something and we never find it. So maybe you look for something else and you'll find what you're looking for. And that's what happened. There was a Professor Bill Corcoran at Caltech who got up one day talking about his research, and he talked to me about listening to the sounds that the doctor hears, what we call the crock cough sound, to gauge your blood pressure. That's a fluid mechanics problem, and as a chemical engineer from London, I understood that. But more so, I was fascinated by the fact that engineering could play a role in medicine. Both my parents were doctors. My mother was professor of pathology, and I know there are many Sri Lankan doctors here in the audience. I'm sure many of you were in a class in Colombo Medical School. So that propelled me into the field of cardiovascular engineering, launched my career. That then I went in 1979 after finishing my PhD and postdoctoral fellows at Caltech to Georgia Tech, and was able to contribute to the field of valvular heart disease, and probably to me, even more importantly, in my last 25 years working on problems affecting children born with congenital heart disease and how best to treat them surgically. I've also had the opportunity of working in public policy on efforts, working with the Food and Drug Administration in the United States and such agencies worldwide in getting medical devices to patients. I would like to also say that there are many Sri Lankan engineers, doctors, scientists in this room who are worthy of such an award. Unfortunately, we Sri Lankans do not wave our flag high enough. If you look at the National Academy of Engineering, there are only 3 Sri Lankans of Sri Lankan origin in that National Academy. That's a sad reflection on that we don't promote ourselves. As Dr. Walter Jayasinghe said, we tend to pull down our colleagues instead of pushing our colleagues up. This is something that I feel very strongly about. And as the previous winner also said, our country is in a mess. It's in total chaos, but let's not worry. So I would like to, from the philosophical point of view, our American president, who I'm a big fan of, said 61 years ago, President Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." And I urge every Sri Lankan to take that to heart, because if we don't, the politicians aren't going to do it. It's up to us sitting around this table and worldwide to do that. And again, thank you very much.